Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Molly, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Molly's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Molly's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. Molly is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. And Fred and Molly take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Molly heel, and then you just start walking and she'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated our automatic sit into this. So anytime Fred stops his feet, as he just did, Molly sits. It's important during the heeling process that Molly walks at your pace on your left-hand side. She shouldn't try to pull ahead or lag behind. If she does attempt to pull ahead or lag behind, you say no, give a tug and let go correction, and repeat your command to heel and start walking again. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate is a stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm and intercept from Molly's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He then walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control in Molly. You want to start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. Now when Fred returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She remains seated throughout, and he gives her a little praise, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you a little more of the heel sit and stay. There's that automatic sit. Stay. Gives her the stay again, and back out to the end of the training leash. Now this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. He calls her in using her name in a nice voice, and she comes and sits in front of him. Then we have an exercise called the finish. He's going to heel her right around the back of him to get her right back to his left-hand side heel position, and she sits. Nicely done. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Molly about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with her. And next we're going to go ahead and demonstrate our down commands. The first will be down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives her a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Molly. Start practicing this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up to about 5. And now when Fred returns back to her, he'll walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. And she remains in the down throughout.
Molly.
And he heels her right out of it.
Yeah. Come on, good girl.
We'll show you that down command one more time when they come back around. And you see Molly's doing very well, but if for any reason she doesn't respond to a command, the first word out of your mouth is always no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you repeat your command. And it gives her the down again, and the stay, back out to the end of the training leash. And this time he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down. He calls her in, and she comes and sits right in front of him. And then the finish, he's going to heel her right around the back of him and get her right back to that left-hand side heel position, and she sits. Nicely done. We'll give them a second to get lined up for our down from a distance command. This will be down from a distance. You're going to have her in a sit, give her a stay, walk out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop her into a down from the end of the training leash.
No.
He'll then return back to her once again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position.
Molly heel.
Nicely done.
Stay.
Next we're going to show you we've worked up a little with Molly to start working her with being able to drop the leash. So he put her in a sit and gave her a stay, and dropped the leash, and now he's walking around the building, and she's going to hold her stay. And this is how you can build up. He gives her the down off leash
Stay.
and the stay. Now remember, you want to practice all your commands on leash and build up to this, but this just shows you that it is easily doable if you practice and work with Molly on a regular basis to work up to her listening to you completely off leash as well.
Molly heel.
Alright, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands we've worked on with Molly here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Molly, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.